Hello.
If you don't mind, I need some time to think.
It's a done deal. Our whole office is getting moved to Gagarin.
Really?
Has suffered losses
Mateo,
before. Although
be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Exactly. The thing is, I've heard that word before.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going...
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed... Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap.
I don't mind taking a detour to gather data. Only thing we'd lose...
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about... I'll meet you over there.
Let's go.
We all feel
We have time.
A million times over, and I think I have something. I'm serious.
This.
I'm a student of history. Yes, exactly.
You should
It's
talk to the
like-
keeper.
Like
when someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them.
Keeper Aquilus?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels and...
Oh. Well, what's on?
Keeper, we were hoping...
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks?
No, that's not exact... Keeper, when you talk about unity, well...
Perhaps you should talk about this at... Now that we have a little privacy...
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. So, you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where... I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum universe. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a... In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum. But what if the story... Yes, something must... Maybe the answer will become clear when we have... The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic. I visited her a couple of times.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Have you ever heard one of his sermons?
There's more where that came from. I certainly couldn't say no.
Never turn into one of those spacers. Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Something for you. Got a minute to chat? Maybe a...
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are back. Oh, we're not. Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no... Our early records are mostly administrative, humanitarian but there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just... So they think he's a charity case at first, but no. The drifter asked if your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality. What about the second person? That second person might disagree. And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is... And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you know. Always happy to help.
If you're looking for a tracker, I know you type. The freewheeling spaces. Must be nice.
A visitor? He knows not the truth. He sends another.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will end. That is...
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of your words.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan, but the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is... Then we are done.
Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about it.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. Let me...
Every time I see that statue, I forget. Can't really explain why.
I feel...
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills?
Show off. Do it again.
Oh, you're back. Planets are often named by number. What else did you learn? Was there anything else? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us... Now. Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems name. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 1, and from there... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different... I know you're looking for a specific unit. But what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified? And so you think this word unity describes a similar miracle?
Now, I thought a miracle was something unexplainable and magical. Any other miracles you wanted to...
Well...
Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about it.
Oh, please, take a look. Thanks. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business. If it weren't for him, I'd. Thanks for coming in. Oh, please, take a look. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Hey, you might want this. Life will almost change, Captain. Can I talk with you for a... have something for you.
I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter.
Some people... Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay? Those are Starborn ruins. You see that, right? We have to get a close-up of that statue. Wow. Looks exactly as we left it, right? Right.
Got a minute to chat? Probably not hours. No guarantees.
Collect the space. Hold while... Scan your ship.
Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. Yes, we are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals.
We are all in it for ourselves. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you...
We needed to warn you off.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. And who gets to say that? You. I have debated morality for near infinity. Rules and law.
Enough. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier. I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the launch to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye, while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours. They are all connected. And that's the problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only...
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They used the chaos. I attacked your launch because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive it, as I have...
I was also human once. But what does it matter who... You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself. You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides. Bingo.
I want a truce. Between all three of us.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember...
I'm sure you have more questions. Ask.
The emissary and their kind only want to control you. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all... I don't kill for the unity. I find the easiest. Whoever created the artifacts, there are no rules. I don't kill for the... I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking. I'll admit, you getting away. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until... to see what would happen, of course. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never you. I took it as a sign. I don't get me. They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter. No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's bad. But you have provided something quite new to talk about.
I know we're not the same people we met. It is not an easy experience to describe. You will be leaving this universe behind to be Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Different. I never know who you are. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again. As you... You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, we can't let more like him abuse these gifts. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, through it, you can reach the Unity. Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact. Seek the moon of old Earth. Here. Yes. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what... You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure part of me wonders what they will all say.
Knew it. Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Hey, stranger. chat some.
Hey, I've been you know. Thank you. I'll have everything set up in a few.
Matteo told us about your pill.
You found it, didn't you? Wait.
You can't possibly mean what I...
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about...
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little...
And that's why the Starborn want the artifact so desperately.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or...
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to...
One doesn't approach the after... You're right.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on... These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space.
Could we talk?
Let's chat.
Catch a smile up.